And now, our feature presentation.
Are they twins or is one just a reflection?
Forget it, Nick.
What is this?
If I can't find a real man, I would rather die a virgin.
Last chance. I'm gonna count to 3.
It's a tummy fry.
Kill a camera.
Welcome, one and all, to another episode of Good Improv Watches. We watch something stupid. You watch us watching that stupid thing. Everything is right with the world.
Yep, absolutely. And it's so wonderful to have you back. We're so incredibly grateful. At least I am. And you know what? It's pretty cool that you would spend your time watching us make jokes about movies that nobody's ever seen and no one's ever heard of. They've just been sealed up.
That's right. Jordan's grateful. I could go either way. And I don't hate that you're here, but at the same time, I'm not going to lose a lot of sleep over it.
Yeah, see,
but
whereas for me, I'm actively hostile about the whole situation. So
yeah, he hates it.
We kind of run the whole gamut of things here.
So what masterpiece are we watching today? I haven't checked in yet. What are we doing today?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Justin, because we were watching something called A Family for Joe.
Oh, A Family for Joe.
Now, let me ask you, gentlemen, how you understand adoption to work. Is it the kind of the ho-hum, traditional, seen it a million times, orphan in an orphanage, somebody shows up and takes them away, and they're living their new life? Is that kind of what you understand adoption to be?
That's how I think about it.
Well, it's time to reinvent your understanding of what adoption is. Because according to this movie, it's 4 recently orphaned children finding a homeless guy and then forcing him to pretend to be their parent.
Oh. Okay.
Wow. So,
all right, I have further information to add. The synopsis on Letterboxd, I just looked it up. To keep from being separated, 4 orphans get a homeless maverick to pose as their guardian. So he's a bit of a maverick, and he is played by legend Robert Mitchum, star of Cape Fear, the original one. So many movies. Night of the Hunter, I believe he was in. I did some narration in Tombstone, but I'm guessing this isn't one of the higher respected movies he did. It was 1990, A Family for Joe. So,
wow.
All right.
Maybe it'll be his best film.
Who knows? It might be.
I think there's a pretty good chance of that.
It was made in 1990. Everything was good. Okay, so the only other credit on the director's thing is Saved by the Bell, Wedding in Vegas.
Wow.
Nice.
So, a good sign. Good sign so far.
That is a good sign. They didn't get one of the crummy TV directors. It's like, no, this is the Wedding in Vegas. We need somebody serious on this project.
Yeah, that's right. Who's a big future. Have you seen that Family for Joe movie he did? Knocked that out of the park. He's bound to bring more stuff out of this Screech character that we all love so much.
Dustin Diamond Gang, drop a diamond emoji in the chat or an S for Screech.
You know what?
I've
Just
actually
type
never
any old
seen
letter
Saved
you
by
want
the
in the
Bell.
chat, whatever you like.
I've never seen Saved by the Bell, but I have seen a lot of photos of Tiffany Amber Thiessen, and I mean, it can't be all bad then,
Fair point. Well, let's get to where we watch these movies, shall we?
All right.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen's not in this movie, is she?
No, unfortunately, no. I checked a few times.
I'm afraid
All right,
not,
well,
no.
let's watch it anyway.
All right, here we go. Let's get started. Let's get to where we watch these things.
Look at that. He gets billing before the movie.
Hey, you already had
Made it just in time for the movie here.
Thank God.
Leave her alone. Maybe she likes it cold. We're gonna be late. There goes my scholarship to
Never seen Jared spelled that way. Gerard.
Jessica Playa is one of the.
She is a player.
Harvard is in Cambridge, Mass. If it's not in America, who cares?
People who live there, I'd imagine. Da 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 da. Loving family. Oh, okay, this looks like a loving family. It's gonna be very sad when they're all orphaned then.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's pause for a second here. Before we carry on with the movie, how do you guys think the parents are going to die in this?
I think they're not gonna die. I think they're gonna be missing or something. And it'll just be a temporary thing, and then they'll come back at the end.
And then, but then the kids will choose Joe as their actual family now that they've spent time with him.
Joe lets us do meth. Joe's great. He's great fun.
Okay. Well, I think they're going to take their kids to the opera, and Joe Chill is going to come by, and he's not going to kill him, but the husband's going to get real jealous because the wife kind of looks at him, and then murder-suicide.
Oh, I
wow.
see. Okay.
So the husband kills the wife and then kills himself. Traditional murder-suicide.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Jordan,
that's how I think they're going to die.
Jordan, that's an awfully antiquated view of things. And me, I'm a little bit more progressive in my viewpoint. And I think the lady is going to be the one killing and then doing the suicide.
Yeah, Jordan. Ladies can kill too. Can murder-suicide also, Jordan.
That's what I believe will happen.
2024.
Okay, well, I am living by 1950s stereotypes, and I refuse to update my worldview.
It's not, fair enough. It's not all.
Drop it in the chat, everybody. Drop it in the comments. Let us know how you think these poor schmucks are going to die.
Yeah.
We've been up till 3 in the morning the last 2 nights with this.
Maybe Freddy will get him.
It's a Nightmare on Elm Street thing crossover.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm not looking forward to this afternoon.
Well, they're foreshadowing baseball. They might die at a baseball game.
That's funny. A lot of people, I see that a lot. Like people just tossing a ball into a glove. Is that to work in the glove or what? Because it doesn't make you better at catching. I could catch something from a centimeter away.
Yeah. World's easiest catch.
Yeah.
She's usually home by now. Hey, is anybody home? Holly, we're in here. Hey, Leon.
This is an intervention.
Hello, Holly.
Time to get off the bed, Holly.
We see you have another dog.
Is Nick in trouble? I told you to stop hanging out with those stoner goons.
Man, you're a total eclipse.
Holly, nobody's in trouble.
Then why are you...
We don't want you anymore, and we're leaving.
Well, because we care about what happens to you.
What is happening to us?
Yeah.
No, your parents' will did not name a legal guardian. And as there are no living relatives...
We've already...
Oh, what? They didn't even show it?
You said we could live with them, and you said okay.
I said, as the social worker handling this case, I could recommend that. But the court...
So they're the foster parents.
Boo.
You telling us the court will approve the Brewsters?
Well, they do have a criminal record.
After great...
This movie already flinched by not showing the grisly death of their parents.
You're right.
The Brewsters realized that...
That should have been the cold open. Like a plane going down and these poor guys like calling their kids frantically, I love you, we're going to try to take the hostages.
Oh, that was cold. Did you guys hear that? I think what happened was the Brewsters have said, we don't want you guys.
Ouch. Okay, let's go back because we should hear that.
A lot of soul searching. The Brewsters realized that they just can't do it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Okay,
the
well, it's not
Brewsters
that
are
they
like,
don't want to, but they can't.
Yeah. The Brewsters could have been like, couldn't you have taken the blame on this one, lady? Come on, it makes us, you're making us look like the assholes here.
Friends, it's daring.
So what's your move as an orphan here? Do you just go to the next neighbor over and knock on their door and see if they're game?
This. All 9 of us in our little house? And it's not just the space. It's the time.
It gives the kids a good chance to learn door-to-door sales.
Yeah?
The hours we do.
You're selling yourself, so it's an easy product to sell.
By all of you.
Right.
we just...
And the problem is, too, that once we adopt you, the money stops rolling in from the state. So you see the bind we're in.
So we thought maybe we could do this. We'd take the two youngest, Mary and Chris.
And the rest can fuck off.
Yeah. Easy there, mister. What did you say your name was? Epstein?
I just want the youngest ones.
Yeah.
The court agreed to this on a temporary basis because the Brewsters could supervise. It's been 3 months now, and we need to find a permanent solution.
Oh, sure, permanent. That's real important.
In 5 years, Nick will be 18, and then you can all go and live with...
You know, if they're in Canada, they could just offer a maid.
Well, that would work, right? It's got to be awfully depressing having your parents dead and then your foster parents not want you.
It's funny, a couple of these movies we've seen, like the foster care people seem very, very unsympathetic and very, like, stern, like, okay, come on, guys, we're doing the best we can. These are kids whose parents are dead. You'd think there'd be a little bit more of a, well, we got to ease them into all this stuff, you know?
The social worker's like, what's your problem? In 5 years, the guy will be 18. You can go live with him then. It's not like 5 years of your formative years can screw you up or anything.
Sleep tight.
You know how it is to the social worker. They're a member of the 459 Club, right? This is their job. They don't like it.
Yeah.
They're not going to put any extra effort in. Let's just buy the books. Just move an inventory.
Okay.
Just move an inventory. Yeah, exactly.
No. It's the TV.
I'm watching fry porn.
Go to bed. Yeah, okay.
Easy for you to say. You got a house to stay in there, kid.
It's really awkward, too. Like they got to spend the night here with these people who just said, hey, we don't want you all. We'll take the two youngest, but that's it. Sleep tight, everybody. You know, that's not going to be an awkward... That's breakfast in the morning.
And these folks are living in probably like a, I don't know, like a $4 million house in today's economy.
Yeah.
They said they had 9 people living in the house with these kids.
Oh, well then this is like a $20 million mansion.
I wonder where they're getting 9 from, because there's the Brewsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the 4 fosters.
The 2 youngest and the 2 oldest. So it's 4 kids in total.
Well, maybe they have 3 of their own kids.
Yeah.
They might, yeah.
That we just haven't seen or met.
See, none of these kids are researching the eccentric billionaires in their neighborhood.
Yeah. Worked for Annie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Annie was out there hustling, getting hers.
She gets it done. She got shit done. So that kid seemed to be in the bed, the master bedroom, which presumably is parents' bedroom. So are they staying in their old house and the Brewsters just come and check on them? Like, I'm not getting what's happening here. I don't think this is the Brewsters' house.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Because he seemed to be like, I'm in my parents' bedroom reminiscing about, how life was when I had a mom and a dad. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. Life sucks when you're an orphan.
I was. Too bad. We gotta talk. About what? What we're gonna do. Have you got a plan?
Run away and steal a car. No, that's been done.
Thinking about it. Well.
You know who's really despicable?
Go to
aliens.
And live in
They're out there, they're abducting people with jobs and lives. They could be abducting these orphans who are in need of someone.
Yeah, there you go.
Like how to brush their teeth. Maybe I'm not awake. Maybe I'm just having a bad dream. Oh, sure, make fun. You'll be with the Brewsters. Nick and I have to live with strangers. Would you two stop?
I don't know, the Brewsters didn't look that fun to me. I don't want to be all that jazzed about Nick's option there.
What are you talking about?
I'd still classify the Brewsters as strangers too. You've lived with them for what, 3 months? How well do you really know them?
They don't seem to be living with them now. They seem to be in their old house.
Who? He ran away when Dad was just a couple weeks old. I guess having a baby freaked him out and he took off.
So naturally he'll want to take care of 4.
And we can find him. He can come live with us and we can all stay together.
Oh, yeah, totally. He'll uproot his life for nothing. No problem.
He'll be our tenant.
He'll be real easy to find.
Hey, wait a second.
Let's find a homeless man.
Then neither does anybody else.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that was the premise of this movie.
This is the stupidest idea I ever heard of.
It really is the stupidest idea I've ever heard of.
When he invented the automobile.
Nick, Edison didn't invent the automobile.
When he invented...
So you've bought the conspiracy too, have you?
Daimler invented the automobile.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, even if Edison did invent the automobile, and that was a criticism they gave him, the automobile is an objectively good idea.
Yes.
Going to find a homeless guy to become your dad sounds pretty horrible of an idea.
Hey, Edison invented that too.
Yeah, a lot of the people don't know that
idea.
Edison and his 3 siblings actually were raised by a homeless guy.
Homeless person. Edison out of his payroll.
Are all these people homeless? No, they're all out walking their poodles.
Hey, check him out.
Wow. That was a snappy answer to stupid question on the Mad Magazine level right there.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Well, hasta luego.
I'm sure Edison had his failures too. Yeah, like the automobile.
Brainiacs. I know. Let's cut across to the lake.
Yeah, I hear that's where they have a better...
Homeless people are always going to drown themselves in the lake. And their horrible existence.
All right, so what'd we score, man? Here, check the plastic.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, let's go back.
Freeze it,
Guys, want your granddad?
Let me see your cash. All of it. Hey, that's it?
It's our bus fare.
You ride the bus, man? Don't you know it's not safe?
Hey, you. Get the hell out of here.
Hey, who are you talking to?
There's our hero.
Yeah.
The bald-headed guy with the purse. Lovely.
Hey, why don't you come out of that box, old man, and we'll see how...
I don't know if you want me to do that. You see, I'm Robert Mitchum.
Now leave.
I played Max Cady.
What if we don't?
Great.
It's hard to crawl out of a cardboard box intimidatingly, right?
Yeah. Yet Robert Mitchum still somehow pulls it off.
Yeah, he's got that Jack Palance old man vibe.
Yeah, like he's always... There's a reason he always played kind of tough guys in his movies, you know?
That was the whole fight right there.
Yeah. That's all you need.
Yeah, that's all you need. Now he's got the switchblade.
He broke it.
Yeah.
Your bus money,
Now give me your cash, kids.
and I'd find one and get honest.
Why did he have the grate in front of
I was
his
gonna say,
cardboard
yeah.
box? How did that help in any way?
You thinking of...
Maybe some stray
Camouflage.
dogs don't get in?
Why not?
I guess stray dogs. Yeah, they're probably stray dogs.
Name? Yeah, but we don't know anything about him. Except he lives in a cardboard box.
Well, that's pretty standard for homeless people.
Actually, could you say he lives in a cardboard box? I mean, he's moving.
The right time,
Next
Jordan.
home
The
could be a ditch.
The buyer's market for cardboard boxes right now.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, this ain't the line for the bus.
No, we want to thank you for helping us out back there. You saved our lives.
Well, don't make me regret it.
Are you kidding? This is your lucky day. We're taking you home with us for a real hot meal.
I got a hot.
No, I mean a real meal. You know, a big turkey with dressing and...
Cornbread stuffing, sweet potatoes.
I recognize her. She's the girl in Adventures from Babysitting who loves Thor.
Oh, is she?
Forget the whole...
I think so.
Why?
I know your parents would just love to see me at the dinner table.
Hey,
Well, that's the great part. They're dead.
Why not?
You are correct. You're correct. She is in Adventures with Babysitting, and she's in Back to the Future.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it usually works out.
Back to the Future Part 2?
you don't
Or part 1?
No, the first one.
She must be one of the little girls who has the scooter that Marty breaks to make the skateboard.
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah.
And up for me?
No, we don't need any money. We've got plenty.
Not so loud.
Anyway, without a guardian, they're gonna split us up and put us in foster homes.
So sorry, your kids with a whole bunch of money and no parental guardians to...
You know what? I'm in.
Dad's dad. We're not really sure because he ran off years ago.
Well, I ain't seen him.
Nobody's seen him. See, that's why this will work. If we can find somebody to be our grandpa and live with us, we can all stay together.
You want me to be your grandpa?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a great deal. You have your own room and bath, all the turkey dinners you want to eat.
What? Is turkey dinner? Why turkey dinners?
I think what turkey dinners.
Yeah, a trash compactor, snooze alarm, automatic sprinklers, call forwarding.
Yeah, and 3 great kids.
And one shitty one.
What do you say?
I ain't the grandpa type.
That's just it. I don't think you're getting this. You don't have to be. You just have to physically be there.
They haven't found his flowering cherry blossom tree. They don't know how to turn his thumb screw.
There you go.
No way. Come on.
What's in it for him? You know? They don't know
Unlimited
any values.
turkey dinners.
What's he look like?
We're not sure yet.
Oh, you...
Those kids!
How'd your life go downhill, Joe? Well, I think it was when I tried to get revenge on that lawyer.
You come home with us, and you get this.
I ain't gonna be your grandpa.
What an amazing line.
I ain't gonna be your grandpa. I gotta say though, Rod, he's still doing pretty good considering this is a shitty movie.
Yeah.
You know, he still has, you know, enough charm that he's pulling it off.
Prayer meeting in just a few minutes.
Does it matter?
Just for dinner.
I mean, I know he saved their life, but why fixate on this one particular homeless guy? If he doesn't want to do it, move to the very next guy and say, hey, you want to be our grandpa?
Maybe because they're like, well, he's kind of trustworthy. He saved our life. He has some sort of morals.
Right.
Right, they've already evaluated him on some sort of trust matrix.
Is there some reason you don't want me in this kitchen?
Well, you are abandoning us, so yeah. So fuck off.
I do have 3 kids.
Yeah, I just need to borrow a turkey and some sweet potatoes.
I bet
Yeah.
Chris and Holly that I could cook.
All the fixins, really. Some cornbread stuffing.
What else did we say?
TV dinners.
I'll check with you later. Are you sure you...
She just confirmed they have 3 kids of their own.
Yes, yeah, so that's it. So they're just coming over. They must live fairly close. So they come over and check on the kids.
Yeah.
And then the plan was like, well, they can look after us and adopt us and stuff.
Hey, Joe. How'd you like to drive this beauty?
What's for dinner?
Right. Come on.
You did promise turkey, so...
They promised turkey.
Unlimited turkey dinners.
This is the kitchen. Pretty nice, huh?
He's probably been inside of a home before.
I've killed a guy in a house like this, actually. You know, this movie would be, as much as I enjoy Robert Mitchum, this movie would be really good if it was Jack Palance.
Yeah.
Hi, kid. Shy.
She can't talk. It happened when our parents were killed.
We're killed.
Traumatic syndrome.
She said when our parents were killed.
They don't know.
Yeah.
By some homeless guy named Joe. Probably not related to you, though.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, he busted out of a cardboard box covered by a cage, and we haven't seen him since.
You people got rats?
That's Leon, our dog.
That's a dog?
Yeah, even though he only...
That's what's for dinner.
Last time I saw something like that was in Africa. They call it a warthog.
You were a bum?
No, that looks nothing
You
like
were a
warthog,
bum in
actually,
Africa? He just said...
I can answer so many questions.
Can't envision of him having any kind of life outside of being a homeless man.
Time. See what's in the freezer.
You were a bum in Africa?
Let's see.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's the roast turkey?
You really want me to cook a turkey? All right.
I'm not going to do it.
We've got chicken tetrazzini, Salisbury steak, filet of sole.
Well, he got sold a bill of goods on the turkey dinners.
You can skip the tetrazzini. I'll eat the rest.
All right, I'm assuming they're watching a horror movie. Yeah, okay, yeah. That could have gone either way.
Yes, it could have.
Pick him up.
Let him sleep. Get used to the place.
Somebody better watch him.
What for?
To make sure he doesn't wake up and swipe the silverware.
I don't think we need to worry.
What are you all staring at?
You fell asleep.
You got a doggy bag?
No, but we have a Brady Bunch lunch pail.
Where's the little one?
She goes to bed at 8:30.
What time is it?
Loser.
10.
Jeez, I gotta get moving.
What's your hurry?
Somebody sees my box is empty, it won't be so easy to get it back. Just a little thunder and lightning.
Probably really wet now.
That, when you can stay right here. These are your golden years. Do you want to...
Wait a minute. Specifically during a thunderstorm, he's choosing homelessness.
You don't have to...
Well, Jordan,
Don't
if
you know
anybody
it's
gets to that box...
It's always just a choice. They always just choose it. All those people out there, they've all chosen it. Like, yep, nope, you know what? Nope, this is good. This is what I want to do.
I found my box. I found a broken off section of fence to put in front of it. I'm perfectly fine.
You'll do it?
Tonight. I ain't making no promises after that.
All right. Come on, you can sleep in our parents' room.
Huh?
Hey,
Any of your mom's unmentionables left?
the other half of my Andy Jackson.
Who's Andy Jackson?
The guy with his face on a $20 bill.
Oh.
Oh, we don't give a shit about... they let us pass all our courses because our parents died.
Think it'll be okay?
Yeah, for a night.
Okay.
I mean, these kids have moved on a bit too quickly
Right.
from
Yeah.
their parents.
They don't
How
care
long
at
ago?
all about their parents being gone.
Yeah, there's no grieving going on.
Yeah, those other kids in that other movie seemed really sad about it.
See, we're seeing both ends of the spectrum of what losing your parents can do to you as a child.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? I think that's what we can take away from this. Sometimes it's not so bad, you know?
That's right.
As far as orphans go, this bunch is like used car salesmen.
Do. Robert Mitchum looking around a bathroom.
No toilet.
Two sinks, no toilets.
Much fancier than that.
Use one sink as a toilet then, obviously.
Yeah, well, obviously, he's homeless. He's
Duh.
probably used a lot worse as a toilet.
Well. What will they think of next? An end.
A
Toilet?
whole
No, they thought of
room
that
for
quite
the
a while.
bathroom. Never thought I'd see the day. I bet these lights go on and off. They do. Unbelievable.
That's amazing. A mattress? I'll be damned. Not the same as a box. I'll make do. I don't use the toilet. I just go when I go to sleep.
Look at this. He can't even remember how to take his clothes off before getting into a bed. He's so used to just laying down wherever he is.
He goes and sleeps outside in the yard.
Yep. Well, his reputation's ruined now. He's no longer homeless.
That's right.
He relapsed.
He relapsed. Yeah, he fell off the way.
When he goes
Well,
to
that's
his
right, you gotta
home
keep it up.
anonymous meeting, you know? Yeah, exactly.
You got to keep up the lifestyle, you know? You get into
Yeah.
a house that's really easy to not, you know.
It's Joe, and I I slept indoors last night. First time in must have been years, you know.
What are you doing?
Gonna have some me time.
The silverware's still here.
Good. So's he.
Yeah? What's the guy doing in there?
He's
Jerking off.
He's Grandpa. Whatever he's doing, I hope he's enjoying it.
Look, he's still
Smoking
got
a
his
cigar too, yeah.
Yeah, from
This
Cape
is almost
Fear.
like the scenario for like a sitcom or something, you know?
Walter Matthau would have been good as Joe.
Walter Matthau would have worked too, yeah. Yeah,
See
that would have
that?
been a good choice.
Our dad was about your size.
What about James Garner, the original Maverick, huh?
James Garner, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Especially in the rain.
I guess nowadays it would be Tom Cruise, the other Maverick.
Right.
There's nothing to this, Grandpa.
He's getting up there, you know.
You just chill, do what you like. And we take care of the rest.
I like wearing a top hat that looks like it's been kind of opened like a can of beans.
Did you have that? Yeah. I like gloves with no fingers.
You don't have to decide
And a little like stick toothpick for like cigar stub that I find.
Yeah,
You got
cigar
that kind of
stub.
stuff?
Yeah.
Great.
Now, do we have a flaming barrel I could cook this can of beans over?
A stick with a handkerchief, maybe, so I can put my stuff.
He's gonna be here any second.
You got everything you need?
Uh-huh.
Great.
Hey, give me that.
Oh, those kids and their shenanigans.
Give me that.
You're gonna rip his tattered rags.
What's with him?
He doesn't like that guy wearing Dad's shirt. Neither do I.
Chris, it's a shirt.
Good morning.
It's Mrs. B.
We took it off of Dad's corpse, and now it's ours.
This is my dad's.
Not exactly my style.
Yeah, it's clean.
Oh,
Oh.
man. You know what? I'm going to stay in
Brutal.
this house just to spite that little asshole kid now. I wasn't going to stick around, but now I am.
School? He could wipe us out. If he's such a thief, why did he save us from those punks? That was the bus fare. This is the whole bus.
Look, if he's gonna be our...
You guys have a bus?
Find out if we can trust him.
Fine. Then you tell Mary
The kid was implying he was playing the long game. By saving them from the bullies for a meager amount of money, he's able to move in and get access to the real treasure.
He's a smart criminal.
Very
He's a
smart.
smart criminal.
I'm telling you, something's weird about the guy.
Yeah, he's a crazed homeless man you met 5 minutes ago.
I'm not taking advice from a...
He's a maverick. Yeah, you don't like the cold fucking jobs. The warmth. Uh-oh.
Slimer.
What a great sound effect just played there, too.
It's okay, Leon. It's only me with the groceries. Leon, I got a nice thick bone for you.
Now Joe's got a nice thick bone for you, lady.
Does he know to hide? Is that what's happening here?
No, he's putting the dog.
He's locking up the dog, okay.
Leon, come on. Leon, what are you doing in the bathroom?
You silly, silly, stupid dog. Whew. Well, grab the silverware on my way out. Oh, they live just across the street.
They're all yours.
Well, she don't want them.
kids get together for a talk like, you think maybe it's us? You know, the neighbors don't want us. The homeless guy doesn't want us. The foster people don't want us. What are we doing wrong here?
Joe! Joe! Okay, I'll check upstairs.
I'll check the backyard. I'll check the silverware.
Wow, that kid's the comic relief.
He is.
Sure. Nailing it.
Yeah. The roast master general.
You know an old guy named Joe?
Yes, sir. Is he okay?
He's fine. He's in jail.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, it turned out he killed a family of 3 kids.
Left only the youngest alive?
When I see him wearing new clothes, I asked where'd he get them. He said, from his grandkids. But he can't remember where they live. So I figure he stole the stuff. And then, when I pat him down, I found this card in one of the pockets. Your dad's?
Uh-huh.
Well, I figured that's where he got the clothes. So I said,
yeah, well, my dad's dead.
He didn't steal them at all, did he?
Grandpa! Grandpa!
Joe, why did you tell me I had such terrific grandchildren?
Well,
okay,
when you're homeless,
listen,
don't
I
talk to
didn't.
cops a lot.
I didn't take your word for it, but if you got some little kids vouching for you, we'll get you out of here right away.
yeah, no problem.
Look, leave him there to rot. Why'd you run out on us like that?
You want the clothes back? Take them. They bring me nothing but trouble. I'm leaving the way I came.
Actually,
I'm taking them
technically,
off right now.
he walked out on them. He didn't run out on them.
Go into foster homes.
Find somebody else. There are lots of guys who'd love this gig.
That's true.
You'd like a ride?
That's great. Right, Grandpa.
Yeah, great.
So, Grandpa, this is the first time you ever rode in a police car?
Uh-huh.
Nope.
Yeah, without...
Nope, I've been in lots of police cars, kid.
Well, he just lied because obviously they brought him to the police station somehow.
Okay, wait. What happened here though? So he got arrested because he was wearing the new clothes.
Yeah.
And then they found him through the dad's business card. Is that what happened?
Yeah. They
so,
called.
Okay.
The police showed up at the house.
Hey, Mrs. B, what's for dinner?
Hopefully it's turkey.
Really a lot riding on it being turkey.
Hey, hon, knock it off. We'll come and get you as soon as she's gone. It's a game, Mary. We're playing hide and go seek with Mrs. Brewster. Chris, come on.
Let go of me.
Where are we going?
Kid. I'm just taking a strange man alone to my room. I know.
It's your room? Not bad. It's quite a collection you've got here. Leon doesn't get jealous? They're folks, huh? They look happy.
Yeah, well, they're dead now, so.
This was taken minutes before they were murdered.
Yeah, by a crazed cameraman, weirdly enough.
Well, I gotta get going. Get ready for dinner. You too.
Don't talk, eh? I know how to make it talk.
Thanks for inviting me
So wouldn't he have to provide some sort of proof that he's their grandpa?
in. For trouble, kid.
Things were so much simpler back in the 80s.
Yeah. Pre-internet, I guess, eh?
Yeah, you can just be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's our granddad. Okay, I believe it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, he left a tip, too. That's nice.
Are you sure you can handle this?
No problem.
Well,
You're abandoning us anyway, so what the fuck do you care?
oh, I almost forgot. Nick, Holly, open house at school tomorrow night. Want me to take you?
I would.
And so would I. But we're going with a friend.
Oh? All right. Have fun.
And if you're wondering why we're pulling away, it's because, like we have mentioned several times, you just kind of abandoned us. I want to take our younger sister and younger brother away from us.
Okay.
Yeah, and by taking two of them, she's ensuring that the entire family will be split up.
House like
Yeah.
Why not?
you have to change.
We gave you a whole closet full of Dad's clothes to try on.
I could put on everything in that closet, and those people are still not going to believe I'm your grandpa.
Sure they will.
And if they do, so what?
So, if we can pull it off with our teachers, we can pull it off with anyone.
I never said I wanted to pull it off at all.
I do want to pull it off. If you kids leave, that's what I'm going to do. All over this chair, and all over that bed, and all over that pillow.
Hi.
A suit and tie? I haven't worn a suit since Truman was president.
Truman who?
Truman Capote, obviously, kid. Like, what do you think he's talking about?
President Truman Capote.
Just look nice and...
I think my idea to balance the budget is just...
Point. Here. Now, what's wrong with any of this?
I ain't wearing a suit and tie. Especially a tie that has little ducks on it like this.
Oh, come on. Won't you just try on these? Please?
Fashion show.
I think they're cute.
I don't wear cute.
Man, you are styling.
I don't wear styling.
Please?
I don't wear clothes, in fact.
Yep.
Looks like a ringmaster.
He does look like a ringmaster.
Okay, maybe something duller. Hi, Mary. You ready for bed?
We're picking out some of Dad's clothes for Grandpa to wear to our school tonight.
They all talk and Mary doesn't. Mary, quite contrary.
Oh, snap.
There it is.
There's the thunder.
Why did you pick somebody like this?
Certainly not for your wardrobe.
Take that, Mary, you bitch.
You saved our lives.
We thought we could trust you.
So if I put on a tie with little ducks on it, that'll change me to somebody else?
I guess not.
So if I want,
Yep.
I can go like this.
Worked for John Wayne Gacy.
They're not all bums.
Okay, but you might get some looks.
I'm used to that.
Well,
Usually I'm exposing myself in the park, but
this is gonna be great. Homeless Joe meets the PTA.
you know, kid, you're really trying too hard with those gags.
They should have cast Gilbert Gottfried in that role.
As a little kid, or like the homeless
Yeah, as
Joe?
the little kid. As the little kid.
Oh, great! Homeless Joe and the PTA!
Change. I said putting on a suit ain't gonna change who I am, okay?
Sure. Sure. And here's a pair of loafers that'll look great with the suit.
Forget it, I ain't wearing no loafers.
what's wrong with loafers?
Maybe Joe's a little light in the loafers.
That's right. You're thinking of Rock Hudson.
I'm glad you're on the scene, Mr. Bankston. I've been very worried about Nick.
Oh, why's that?
The terrible trauma he's suffered.
Rock Hudson. Yes, The Rock, as he was known.
Oh, yeah. His grades have taken a nosedive, and they weren't all that good to begin with.
I had a hunch.
But I want you to know that
The Rock Hudson, they call him.
we're going to take care of him this semester.
You're passing?
Mm-hmm. I mean, he tries. But poor boy, his mind isn't on his work.
Why should it be if he doesn't have to do it?
I didn't know Nick and Holly had a grandfather.
I was away.
I'm sorry, you didn't know that they had a grandfather?
Holly is an exception.
You didn't expect them to have had a grandfather.
She's not the science teacher.
How did they arrive on Earth, if that were the case?
I wouldn't know. I always get seasick on boats.
I know the feeling. Happens to me in classrooms.
Oh, he's sticking it to their teachers.
Yeah, he's learning from that kid with the one-liners there.
Where's Nick?
Goofing off somewhere. There he is.
Who are the other guys?
Nick's new friends. They're seniors.
They look like they're in the circus.
You're right.
That doesn't ring true to me that those guys would be friends with Nick.
Yeah.
Who seems like,
Well, kid whose parents are gone, he has access to a lot of money.
You're doing great. Everybody's buying it.
Hey, Holly. Hi, Carrie. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I got a note from Rick today. I think he likes me. Oh, wow.
I talked with Mr. Edwards. He said you're flunking everything, but he's going to pass you anyway.
Yeah, I've got him thinking I'm slipping off the deep end. Pretty slick, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really taking advantage of my parents dying.
yeah, but the principal says I'm a sociopath actually at a high school level, not just junior high.
Slam! Hey, Chris.
Is Mary in bed? Uh-huh. So what happened?
They loved him. He was hot. The guy's a natural-born grandpa. You sure you haven't done this before?
That was actually the original title of that that Oliver Stone film.
Natural born grandpa.
That's because I stayed away from those two guys you're hanging around with. Do they wear their hair like that because it's the style, or are they being punished?
Oh, you mean the bad news bozos.
At least my friends aren't weird.
You don't call those two guys weird?
No way. They're totally cool. You want to know what weird is? Sleeping in a box. Now that's weird.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of
People
unassailable, really.
Grandpa.
Ooh, what a burn.
This is Nick. Make it quick. Oh, hi, Mr. Merkel. Huh?
Mr. Merkel.
Yeah, he showed up about 2 days ago. Oh. How did you know? Oh, she did? You're on your way over to meet him? He's not here right now. He went to the market. Said he'd be back around 10. Right.
The market in the middle of the night.
They'll be over in an hour. Who? Mr. Merkel and Miss Collins.
Who are they?
Our lawyer and social worker. She got a call from Mrs. Spruce asking about our grandpa.
Oh, I knew she'd make trouble.
I'm just going to grab my gear
Wait a
and get
minute. What are you doing? This is what we've been waiting for, the moment of truth.
Yeah.
That's what we practiced for, damn it.
Telling it.
Who says?
They'll ask questions.
And I don't have the answers.
We've got 60 minutes. You only had one wife and kid, right? So how much is there to remember?
This is like Ocean's 11.
1920. When was our...
You gotta perfect the heist here now.
Here it is. May 13th, 1919.
Close enough.
Suppose they check.
Simple. You tell them that when you joined the maritime service, you changed your last name to Whitaker, changed your birthday, changed everything so you couldn't be traced.
Good thing.
Oh, yeah, sure. I just changed all my personal information there. Everything about me,
like the name
basically.
you could change, but you really change your birthday? That's supposed to stay the same.
Yeah, just here, not a lie. Everything about me totally untraceable. Oh, okay, that sounds fine.
Pictures of your grandma back then?
I just changed my name and my height a few years ago.
Full alteration of my appearance to appear as a completely different person.
Must have been out of my mind. So, after the war ended, I decided to stay in the maritime service. Worked my way up to bosun. After 37 years at sea, I retired.
Bosun?
Big mistake.
Why's that?
Well, all those years at sea, not having a family.
You never remarried?
Nope.
No, I couldn't. See, this whale bit my leg off, and I swore I'd get revenge. That took up a lot of my time. Revenge on that whale.
Years later, in the gutter and dead broke.
How tragic.
You still drink?
No, ma'am. I got myself clean and stayed that way. But I had taken my pension in a lump sum, and it was gone. So there I was, sober, penniless, and 67 years old. Been out on the streets ever since.
And you've been living all those years as Joe Whitaker?
It's hard to remember ever being anybody else.
Do you have any identification?
Well, I got Social Security and my union card.
Well, these prove you're Joe Whitaker. They don't prove you were ever Joe Bankston.
It's true.
To prove that you're somebody you spent so much time trying to forget.
That's true. Of course, it would be helpful if there's some sort of physical evidence that proves you're Joe Bankston.
Yeah. Oh, I do have something here. I know it ain't much, but it's a picture of Joe Jr., my son, their dad.
Well, it's a photograph of a baby, but
Wait a minute. Let me see that. I don't believe it.
Yo, yeah, she's really selling it.
Wow. I'm convinced.
It's like a piece of a puzzle. Here. I knew I'd seen it. Look.
She's so selling it. Look at that. Wow, nailing it.
Yeah, it's a perfect fit. That's a picture of our grandma.
Grandma always said she didn't know how it got torn.
I did it. The night before I left. The only reminder that I had a son.
Oh, I'll tell you. I asked you for some physical evidence, and I sure got it. Well,
as a lawyer, this is airtight.
Well, the way these kids talk, it seems like they could use a grandpa. I'd like to try and keep this bunch together.
Those articles about their parents' death were published.
I'm sorry, why did you wink and throw your sister the okay sign just now?
Well, where I was living, they didn't deliver the paper to your door every morning. I had run out on their dad. I was not too sure how they'd feel about me.
I want him to stay. And so does Mary.
Yeah, I guess. In spite of what he did to Dad, I'd like to give him another chance.
Chris?
Sure. Grandpa...
Chris is like, what are you guys, idiots? Like, you're not seeing through any of this?
Well, if that's how you all feel, I guess I can support it.
All right.
Grandpa!
Excuse
I think there'd be a little more to it than that.
Now, Joe may be your grandfather, but that alone does not determine guardianship.
Why not?
By his own admission, he deserted his family. He never tried to contact his son.
It's true.
Most of his life...
Yeah, what's preventing him from doing it again?
9 years old, he was an alcoholic, and for the last 2 years, he's been homeless.
But we want him to stay.
He's our grandpa.
Nevertheless, I'm afraid that based on his history, I'm going to have to recommend to the Children's Court that he not be appointed your guardian.
And
Smart.
separate you two. Separate you all from your family. Because we feel that's the best for you. She does have a point about the whole grandpa thing. That is the big flaw in the plan.
I can't...
There's a deleted scene there. She said, 2 of you will be going to the Johnson family, and the other 2 will be going to the Philadelphia slaughterer.
Yeah.
I told you it wouldn't work. I better just take off.
You're not taking off. Ever.
But if Miss Collins says he's not qualified...
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, Nick's not qualified to be our brother, but here he is.
Whoa,
Hey-o.
sing this kid!
Wow,
Bam!
take that, Nick. You bitch.
So we've got until then to prove that he's qualified to be our guardian.
I can't wait till we see that kid stand up.
How about it?
It's gonna be big.
I'm still not sure I want this job. But I don't like to be told I can't handle it by some highfalutin broad.
I'm gonna kill that woman.
How dare a woman deem fit to say anything to me?
How dare a woman suggest that a man who was an alcoholic and ran out on his family and is just suddenly showing up after finding out their parents are dead.
With a rundown...
Even in his made-up backstory, he's kind of a piece of shit, right?
37 minutes, 10 seconds.
All right, when they say fit to be your guardian, they don't mean like physical fitness.
As you can see, I've got 6-pack abs now, so I should be able to raise these children just fine.
Hey, quit screwing around. Clean the window.
Okay, let's get back to work. Here you go.
What's this?
Tomato soup with no salt.
And why aren't we eating salt?
We are. You're not.
No salt? But I gave up sugar, eggs, bacon.
Don't you want to be healthy?
I am healthy. I've never had
I
a...
think alcohol's all you had to give up, you know?
I'd rather drink dishwater.
You can't. Too many carcinogens.
Grandpa, you ever been to Mombasa?
Is he balancing a skateboard on his feet there?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, a couple of times.
Not sure.
I lived in Nairobi.
You lived in Nairobi, Africa? Nairobi's not a seaport. What were you doing there?
Curiosity kills
Mostly
the cat, John.
running drugs.
Yeah? Good thing I'm a kid.
Something much worse killed the kid than curiosity.
There was someone there.
Was she beautiful?
Whoa! Who said it was a woman?
Did you love her?
Yeah, it's the 90s. Could have been a guy.
There's one thing I do remember, though.
What's that?
You're supposed to be doing your homework. Now get to it.
Oh, Gramps.
Oh, Gramps.
Grandpa!
They're taking the deception too far.
Yeah, they're buying into it hard.
Oh, that's
Not a
so
lie if you
stupid.
believe it. Not a lie if you believe it.
What's this? I thought we were going to tacos.
You get your tacos. I just want to show you around.
I'll show you. We're taking to Nairobi.
Oh, I work here.
Work here? Weren't you homeless?
Since when?
For the last couple of days.
If you're working, how are you going to take care of us?
Part-time while you're in school. Come on.
Yeah, you'll be latchkey kids. Don't worry about it.
Captain Lou Albino.
That earring? Gnarly. Man, I'd love one of those.
I think it's...
Lou Albino.
Usually thinks everything is good.
That's funny.
Could go either way.
Oh, Gramps, you're just old-fashioned.
Why? Because I don't want to drill a hole in my ear? If there was a chance of hitting oil, maybe. Otherwise, I love pain, or else you're just plain weird. Come on, I'll show you where I work.
I don't get it. What do you need to work for?
What do you want me to do, sit in the house with Leon all day, discussing what to fix for dinner? I need to get out, see people, talk to grown-ups.
You sound just like our mom.
Besides, I like work.
Well, she's dead, so...
Sometimes life gets you down. If you ain't got a reason to get back up.
So now you must have a reason.
Yeah. So I don't have to watch any more soap operas.
That's a good reason. Oh, 90s days of our lives, you know, when it was at the pinnacle.
Flat. And you're not even breathing hard. What's Leon's problem?
Too much salt in his cat's food.
I kicked him. I kicked him a few times.
Joe speaking.
Mr. Bankston, this is John Reed, Christopher's principal.
Uh-huh.
I'm afraid we've got a little problem here.
What's that?
Well...
Hey, this guy. I recognize him, too.
He got a earring.
Whoa, got an earring.
2 inches long.
You see, we don't allow the long, dangling earrings for safety and health reasons. Now, I told Chris he could use a stud-type earring, but he said to me that persons who wear studs are dweebs. I'm afraid I have no choice but to suspend him.
If you could hold up on that, I'll be right over. I'm sure we can work it out.
If I work it out, I mean, I'm going to beat the shit out of you until you let my grandkids stay in that school. NBC, Sunday night at the movies.
That was odd for the director to include that shot of
Yeah.
NBC Sunday night at the movies.
Now I want
clearly
NBC promotional
theatrical
material to
release.
fly in. I heard Kubrick fought for some of those shots in 2001: A Space Odyssey. Just couldn't get him past the studio, though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they really wanted to give you the movie-going audience the feeling that they were sitting on in TV.
I figured out what this earring business is all about. You see, I wear an earring, too.
You do? I hadn't noticed.
Ah, he went with the Billy Madison approach there.
Very colorful.
We all peed our pants sort of thing, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I admit, I'm all he's got. So he...
See, this is part of our religion. You know,
right.
we're
earrings
we're Manichaeans, and we wear these earrings, you see.
Seafaring men, all the way back to John Paul Jones.
Oh, you were in the Navy.
He was in the maritime service 37 years.
Yeah, that's the lie we're telling people about him. So
No, I think that's actually true.
Oh, that's actually
Like
true.
that's
Okay.
part. Yeah, what they did was they just stitched his life, but they just added, "I changed my name to this."
Right.
And then everything else was his actual story.
They added in that he had sex with their grandma at one point.
Yes. They added in that he railed their grandmother, and then ducked out when she had a son.
And yeah, I have the records of that occurring. As you can see, there's several lewd photos of me and the grandmother.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
I see this photo here. This is why I didn't think she'd be having a son.
If you'd have got that would have been it. Joe'd be gone, we'd all be gone.
I think you want us to be in foster homes.
I do not! And who are you calling a jerk? What about the stoners and freaks you're hanging out with? What if Miss Collins found out about that?
I'm not the one getting suspended. We've got a week till the hearing, so lax out.
Okay.
Come in.
Enter.
So, how's it going?
Okay. What's that?
Alcohol, so it won't get infected. You want some?
Okay.
You actually should have some.
Where'd you get this?
Bought it. Where'd you get yours?
Same place they punched the hole. Oh, and I got you this. Mr. Reed said you could wear it if you had to have an earring.
You mind if I don't wear it?
No problem.
I don't give a shit either way.
Just did it to rebel?
I guess.
Must have.
Kid, there were a few times in my life when I told the whole world to go take a flying leap, too. You know what? It did. Right on top of me. You dig that?
Like from the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, in his wrestling days, when before he joined the maritime service.
Boy, when you walked in that office, I couldn't believe it.
I bet your principal couldn't either.
Yeah, he freaked. Well, I'll see you later.
And he's really obsessed with you now. He couldn't stop talking about you after he left. Then he was all with the other teachers. And then Joe said he did this, and he was on this ship. And then Joe said this, and then Joe said he did this. Like,
And
it's just getting really a lot, actually.
The principal shows up with a long dangling earring to school the next day.
It's like Joe, everybody.
Not yet
Me and Joe. You know my friend Joe.
Yeah.
Cool former sailor.
We are related.
Hello, nurse. Yeah,
I think it was pretty obvious that was going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of not fair, right? that's you know. We call that the cleavagey nurse test.
She's like, oh, I see it didn't go up when I entered the room, only the sexier nurse. I see.
What's wrong with
Okay.
me?
Aha, so she admits that she's sexier.
I really should stop asking people to lie down on the couch.
Mr. Bankston seems like a nice man, and I know the children care for him. But as my report states, I feel that there are issues that are more important, such as age.
And you can trust me because I was on a little show called Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman.
That's right.
I presume there is someone here to speak on Mr. Bankston's behalf?
Yeah, the principal of my school. He won't shut up about it.
Executor of the estate, I believe Joe Bankston should be named legal guardian.
Because it'll take this off my desk and I won't have to worry about it
What's
anymore.
the point of being with someone younger if it means we have to be split up?
I guess Miss Collins is good at her job. But she doesn't know what it's like to one day have nobody and the next have a grandpa who really cares about you. And she's not the one who has to go live with strangers.
I think he's doing a good job.
I mean, you're literally living with a stranger.
So easy.
Yeah.
Especially with someone like my brother Nick.
Your Honor.
And not just any stranger, but a stranger from like the bottom rung of society.
Yeah. Those are the best kinds of strangers.
Report to that effect.
You could threaten to say, hey, one word and you go back, motherfucker.
Excellent health. Alert, good muscle tone, cardiovascular system.
Actually, technically, he'd be a grandmother fucker.
And remarkable vision.
The results show Mr. Bankston to be emotionally well-adjusted and without any significant personality disorders. He is also a very sound sleeper.
Are you saying you had sex with?
See what goes on there every day. If you could see what we see, you'd know that Joe Bankston really cares for these kids.
I'm sure that Joe Bankston is a decent man. But Miss Collins, whose duty it is to protect the children of this county, has a different opinion and recommendation. A recommendation
Trial by combat.
difficult to rule against. Therefore, I am... Mr. Bankston, what are you doing?
I know what you're going to say. I don't have to hear it.
Grandpa. I knew it. I knew it, you son of a gun, movie.
There you go. All part of Joe's plan.
Yeah, that was a calculated, bold move.
Don't go. Grandpa, I love you.
The kid, and by the way, as soon as they're out of the courtroom, the kid's gonna go, there you go. That's how you do it, motherfuckers. Now I'm gonna stop talking again, and I don't want any of you to say another word to me.
As I was saying, it is difficult to rule against Miss Collins.
However, that little white girl spoke just now. So I say, Joe gets to stay.
To their grandfather, Joe Bankston.
Hooray, they hustled the system.
Yeah.
Here is probationary. Miss Collins, you will monitor this situation and report to me once a month.
Moral of the story is lie to get what you want.
And if anyone's still interested, this hearing is closed.
We're not.
Mr. Bankston? I hope you prove me wrong. I'll be seeing you.
I hope these kids don't end up raped and murdered.
What are those shitty foster parents doing involved in the hug? You started this whole damn thing.
Ever. Yeah, and we're gonna do it right, just like Mom and Dad.
We're gonna get married. What? All right, there's got to be another shoe dropping here, though. This can't be the end of it.
Still haven't figured out how to use the microwave.
Oh yeah, it'll be trouble with this kid now, with his bully friends.
I haven't missed Johnny's monologue.
You haven't missed mine either.
Is that an iron cross on his jacket?
Yeah,
there?
it looked like it.
Look, Grandpa, you're doing a great job at this, and we really appreciate it. But don't you?
And the Black Panther style beret.
Yeah.
We made a deal. 10 o'clock.
He's like, I don't know what to believe. I've joined the Black Panthers. I've joined the neo-Nazis. I'm hedging my bets
yeah,
here.
I joined both groups. I figured I'd give both of them a try, see which one I like better.
I'll never use that.
They both raised good points.
Speak English, so enjoy your weenie roast and let me worry about school, okay?
Nope.
Yeah, you're not a real grandpa. You do remember that, correct?
Mary, open the door. No. If you're late for your piano lesson, I'm not taking you to the park. I don't want you to take me.
What's going on?
Mary's locked herself in her bedroom. She won't go to her piano lesson. I don't want Holly to walk me. I want to go alone. That's stupid. You can't go alone. Every Saturday, I walk her to her lesson, and afterward, I take her to the park to ride the merry-go-round.
Yeah, well, maybe if you weren't being such a cunt. Yeah, I said it. I'm Grandpa Joe.
Hey, do you like merry-go-rounds?
Yeah, if they don't go too fast.
Then you do it.
Huh?
I'll go to my piano lesson if you take me.
Well, what about your sister here?
She always tells the teacher if I didn't practice. Take her. It's fine with me.
Yeah, I don't give a flying shit.
Do together every week.
So, you don't think there are a million things I'd rather be doing on a Saturday than babysitting?
Wow, I'm really tearing this family apart.
Wow.
Yay!
Doing laundry.
Why would I? I'm not her mother, you know.
Well, you're the next best thing to it.
I guess not anymore.
Ooh.
Oh, trouble in paradise. It all seemed to be going so well.
God, who would have thought that moving a homeless man in and pretending he's your grandfather would have some sort of tension?
Mommy and Daddy went to heaven, right?
That's right.
Oh, yeah, no, probably not.
You bet.
Odds are against it. I mean, only one of these religions can be right.
And even if that one is the correct one, what's the chances they lived without sin their whole lives? I mean,
That's
come
right.
on.
Did they go to confessional?
Would you like to be old?
That would be weird.
Yeah. Well, I'll read up on it and get back to you.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Sure. You know, you were kind of rough on your sister this morning.
I was?
Uh-huh.
You mean I hurt her feelings?
I think so.
Gee, I didn't know I could do that.
The power!
Wow.
Just the dude I'm looking for. I need you to sign this quick. Come on, Gramps. You don't have to read it. I gotta get back.
Back where?
Slamburger.
Slamburger?
I've got a job starting tomorrow. Only I need you to sign it so I can get a work permit.
What do you need a job for?
I want to start saving money so I can buy a car when I'm 16.
You bring your grades up and I'll sign.
What do grades have to do with getting a job?
Slamburger's okay when you're 13. But if you don't improve your grades, you'll still be there when you're 40. Slamming burgers.
You're not gonna
trust
I mean, the economy's kind of changing, you know?
I don't believe this.
Take it from me, a homeless guy.
Yeah,
give
like
you advice how to.
Don't go to heaven.
yeah, it's like, frankly, Grandpa, you're only in a house because we, the children, gave you one. So
Your older brother will be there to look after you.
It puts him in a pretty tough position, actually, because I mean, he sees this and like, you know what, I should really.
Okay, tomorrow, 4 p.m. sharp.
Great, I'll be here.
Slamburger is a pretty good name for a burger place.
It's 10 feet long. It is not. And I'll keep it in my aquarium tank. You already have lizards in your aquarium tank. Survival of the fittest.
It'll eat those lizards.
It's the law of the jungle. We don't live in the jungle. Have you been in Nick's room lately? There isn't any...
Sabam!
oh yeah, fuck you, Nick.
Ready?
Did you get Leon's flea spray?
Yep. You're sure you don't want to keep the fleas and get rid of Leon?
Grandpa, can I get a pet? No. You're not Grandpa. It's a snake, 10 feet long, 5 feet. And it could be my birthday present.
Oh, no. Hold on a minute. Don't you already have some slimy things?
Yeah, but not a boa constrictor.
According to the courts, I own you kids now.
Boa constrictor?
Yeah, isn't he pretty? Pretty dangerous, if you ask me. Nobody asked you. I've got $83 of my own. The rest can be my birthday present.
Well, if that's what you really want.
But I already told him he couldn't have it. You're not in charge of me. Grandpa is.
Well, if that's what he wants to spend his money on, and I don't have to look at it.
All right. Fine. Just get them whatever they want. That's a great way to raise children.
Oh, wow.
To get a snake bite kit. Boas don't bite, they strangle. Satisfied?
I will be when I put that thing in your bed. Stop asking. Stop acting so uppity there, lady.
Chloe! Okay, stand back. I'll get him.
Toss a mouse into there first so he won't be hungry.
Ew, gross.
Forget it. With our luck, the mouse will get loose, too.
This movie has just turned into a sitcom at this point.
Yeah, it was always kind of a sitcom present, you know.
Right, a sitcom premise, but
Remember?
now it's like an actual sitcom.
Just make him nauseous.
Just what we need, a sick snake.
I told you this would happen, but no, you wouldn't listen to me.
No reason to start now, then, is there?
It's for me.
I see something. Is it him? Not unless he turned into a green bologna sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
What's gross?
What are you doing here?
My job.
Whatever I want.
Interrupting lunch.
Oh, no, we were just,
We're looking for Hugo.
Hugo?
Yeah, Hugo. Hugo, that's Mary's favorite teddy bear, right, Mary?
Yeah.
Really?
Is it a flying teddy bear? Oh, do you have cold hands?
Hmm?
No, Grandpa Joe burnt them. teach me a lesson.
How big is it anyway?
Oh, it's big, baby. As big as you need.
Well, maybe it's over here.
No! He's not under there. We already looked.
Oh, no.
What?
I haven't seen Leon. Maybe.
The snake got the dog.
Snake got the dog.
Leon!
I don't think that snake was big enough to get that dog.
The teddy bear ate your...
Well, if it did, they'll find the dog or the dog's bones.
yeah, they'll find little white pellets that used to be the dog.
This thing for sawdust.
It's Leon!
Leon, did you eat Hugo?
Leon ate Hugo!
He might have eaten something he shouldn't, but not a 5-foot snake.
Snake? Hugo is a snake?
Uh-huh. And he has a fist like this.
You have a 5-foot snake. It could bite somebody.
It doesn't bite, it strangles.
I suppose you think this is funny.
That depends on who he's strangling.
Later, Gramps.
Wait a minute, where are you going?
With my friends.
The guys on the bikes.
Yeah.
I want to meet them.
Oh, come on, Gramps.
You haven't met them yet?
Grandpa, what about
I've been there, Grandpa, for like 5 days, lady. Get off my ass.
small children?
Be right back.
And then Grandpa goes off on the bikes with the guys.
The one in the front's Mike and the other one's Jerry. Guys, this is my grandpa. Okay? Later.
Well,
That's Mike and Jerry.
And that's all you know about them?
No helmet laws where they live, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not what I call close supervision.
What did you have in mind?
Finding out who they are, what they're like.
Well, I know what they're like. They're trouble.
And you let Nick hang around with them?
Well, so far he hasn't messed up. When he does, the party's over.
Why don't you do something about it before he gets into trouble?
Look,
because that's not how crimes work, lady.
things they listen. Others got to learn the hard way.
For somebody who's never been around kids, you certainly seem to know a lot about them.
How many kids have you got?
I am not the one responsible for raising this family.
Thank you.
But from what I've seen here today...
What? You're going to take them away from me?
No. But I will be around.
Good. Maybe you can help us find Hugo.
Laugh track, cue.
Hungry, Grandpa.
I guess all that exercise worked up an appetite.
What the hell is this movie now?
Something to eat?
I think they just ran out of stuff to do after the trial. Now they just got to find some sort of like they just have to solve is he going to be actually their grandpa and call the shots and they're going to listen to him. I think is where it's headed.
Sure, you're only.
It's like I was gonna say it's like here's a couple sitcom premises. We lose the snake and the dog might be gone. Little girl's having trouble with the baseball team.
Mary?
We have to trick the lady into pretending that he's still our grandpa and taking care of us.
Got off work. He was only here till 3 today. Well,
Maybe that's how they made this movie. They crammed 7 or 8 pilots together.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Grandpa, is Nick working here?
Not for long.
I'm going to tell the manager that he steals.
Isn't Nick working at Slamburger like a better part of his
I
life?
think that's kind of a good thing. Yeah, that's really the direction they should probably go. And I was going to say Nick should really put the "Do Not Enter" signs on the outside of the room. Yeah, pouring under the mattress. That checks out. Oh. A popcorn machine?
He's not very good at searching rooms. I've seen movies where detectives will like cut the mattress open and slice open the chair, rip the lamps out of the walls, really dig deep.
Thank you.
Still found what was needed, though.
Yeah,
How come you told the lady that your name was Nick?
just a little joke.
Oh, how come she didn't laugh?
I guess you didn't get it.
When Nick
He just drained Nick's bank account.
You ought to get quite a kick out of it.
Back then, you didn't need any. You just needed the account number. You didn't need ID or anything.
He's essentially seized his assets at this point.
Yeah.
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 Treating Nick like he's a Russian oligarch.
That's right.
This is Marie Lewis, Carrie's mom, Holly's friend.
What's wrong? She what? She ran away. Where'd she go?
Away.
Away, yeah. Far and away. Join the merchant service.
What's the matter?
I'm just being a bad parent.
He needs one of those bosun's whistles.
How's it going?
Like on Star Trek, you know
Yeah.
that? Wee.
Wee-oo. Yeah. You went to your friend's house? Not an especially great runaway attempt, really.
No. And she narked on you right away.
What?
I've come to take you home.
That's the whole point of this thing, that you get to stay together with your family? So, what's your story? Your husband still in the picture, or what?
Do you want to talk about this?
I am never speaking to you again for the rest of my life.
Was it because I took Mary to her piano lesson? Because I let Chris have a snake? Because of that big cootie crawling around the top of your head?
The rest of my life would probably make more sense. Hey, look, she's not wearing a seatbelt. All right, phase 2, plant drugs.
You know, you can't tell if this movie is like near the end, in the
Yeah,
middle. Where
yeah.
are we in the movie right now?
Yeah, because it seemed like it was going to end after he won the kids there.
Yes.
Yeah. I need more than that, though, right? Like,
Great driving, Mike.
they seem cool.
Dinner.
Yo, roast turkey.
Great. Just have a tray sent up to my room.
I wish I could. Then I wouldn't have to watch you make a gravy lake in your mashed potatoes.
Oh,
really scorched.
Leave the jokes to the other kid.
Yeah, really.
I still can't figure out how he gets his peas to float.
See? That's how you do it.
What are you doing in here?
We
masturbating.
What about?
I found those in your drawer.
Uh-oh.
What were you doing in there? You don't have any right to be searching my room.
Sue me. Right now I want to hear about this.
Hey, anybody could have put those in my drawer.
So it was a mystery. Maybe we should...
Not really.
Cops? Okay. The truth is, they belong to a friend of mine. I was just keeping them for him.
Yeah, I've heard that before, buddy.
Why?
Okay, just to clear the record, there isn't a single person who smokes weed in the universe that would say, "Hey, friend, you take the weed and hold it for me.
Yeah,
I don't
on
want
to
to
me."
have anything to do with this."
So how long you been...
Yeah, I just need you to watch these for a couple of days, you know?
I'm not going to smoke them. God, no. I want you to hang on to them. I'm going to smoke them in a couple of days when I get them back from you.
Unless they're worried someone's going to search their room, and then they just need to get rid of them for a bit.
I don't mean like I'm addicted.
No, like I didn't need a drink when I was an alcoholic.
Come on. It's not heroin or crack. There's nothing wrong with the smoke every now and then.
There isn't, huh?
Right on, Nick. Tell him.
I mean,
But you smoke this entire joint.
you know, to relax me.
Oh, it's a good thing, huh?
Yeah, as long as you don't smoke too much.
Well, maybe you're right. You know more
Maybe I should try it.
than I do. Maybe there ain't anything wrong with it.
So, can I have him back?
I've got a better idea.
I'm gonna give him to your little sister.
Where are you going?
Well, if it's as good as you say it is, I think you ought to share it.
Yeah, he's gonna embarrass him in front of his brothers and sisters here.
They really did make a turkey. Holy cow.
That is correct.
It's a very elaborate for like a just, normal weekday dinner.
Yeah.
Oh man, this stand-up comic kid is gonna dice Nick up.
He's already got Nick's number without this.
Nick! No wonder he's brain damaged.
I don't think you're going to heaven.
Oh!
Right, but that doesn't...
So I figured we'd all...
Sorry, buddy, no heaven for you. You had one
Coolest
puff of
cut of
that
all.
stuff right to hell.
Crazy?
What's the matter?
I don't want them smoking that.
You're smoking it.
That's different. Why?
And the social worker comes in right where he's giving like marijuana cigarettes.
Right, it's against the law. What if it doesn't hurt you? Holly, get me a match, will you?
No, they're not going to smoke that.
I don't want to smoke it.
Me neither.
Well, you're gonna.
Chris,
Why don't you want him to try it?
it's not good for him.
He's too funny as it is already, okay?
He'll be hilarious if he gets a pot in him.
Then how come it's good for you?
Yeah, that's all it takes.
Okay, you made your point.
I still think I want to smoke this. I want to see the little girl smoke it, honestly.
Yeah, I'll stop. If you guys don't stop...
Can you imagine Hulk Hogan? Say your prayers, take your vitamins, and smoke your joints, brother.
That still doesn't excuse you from searching my room.
I didn't. I was putting this back in the drawer.
What were you doing with this?
Actually, Hulk Hogan had that whole winners don't use drugs campaign.
My name?
Yeah.
It's yours. Kind of evens out, doesn't it?
You took my money.
Which is kind of ironic because he was for sure at least doing steroids.
Oh yeah,
for
no,
sure,
he's
for
steroids,
sure.
You're the one who invited me.
I think he's even admitted it. Like, yeah, it's like everybody was back then. It was just what you did.
Yeah. Well, if you want to get that big, I don't think that happens naturally.
He's
No.
not.
Don't. Mary, do me a favor.
All right.
You go on up to your room. I'll come and get you in a little while.
If I knew that was the favor, I would have not said yes.
Well, there you go. There you go, Mary. All right.
You were wrong to forge my name. You were wrong to use marijuana. You do wrong, you pay. That's the way I ran my crew. That's the way I'm running this house.
You see, I told you he was going to change everything. Now do you believe me?
Do you think he's right, Holly?
No, I think he's a jerk to be smoking that stuff. But you had no right to search his room.
You know what? Fuck you, Holly.
That's unconstitutional.
For cops, not for a grandpa.
You're not our grandpa. You're a guy we gave a job, and I don't like the way you're doing it.
You're fired.
Nick's pulling rank, yeah.
One sort of Vince McMahon going, "You're fired" clip right there.
Yeah.
Travel light, my knapsack, and my self-respect. Oh. Here, it's your money. You tell Mary, tell her what you want.
What are you doing?
I don't stay where I'm not welcome. It's time to be moving on.
You want a grandpa or what?
Come on, if you want to be CEO of this family, you got to stay strong. You've made the decision to fire the employee. You'll find another grandpa.
Stick with it.
You know, people are clamoring out there for grandpa jobs.
And now
you
this
go to a
kid
Home
is on the
Depot, get a day grandpa in the meantime.
Grandpa.
Now the comedy kid was on the grandpa side now. Now he's upset the grandpa's leaving.
Yeah.
See, he's had an arc.
There's like a commercial break right there.
Well, because this was a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was not a theatrical release.
Did you find him?
No.
Hard to believe.
Somebody else living in the...
Yeah, because, I mean, it feels like it's made for the big screen.
Well, maybe it was, but this is obviously taped from the TV, right?
Well, it's also, yeah, it's a 4:3 aspect ratio here.
I know. Maybe he went down to the dock, where he works.
Yeah, we better go.
Yeah, go down to the docks late at night.
Perfect.
the cab driver, like, hey, I don't mean to tell you kids how to do. You're the one paying for this, but
Give you a ride.
maybe you shouldn't be going down to the docks late at night, kids.
Wherever he is, I'll find him. Chris, come back and we'll help you. Oh, sure.
Oh, he's gonna get run down?
You help us. Go.
Whoa! All right, so Grandpa's gonna be in trouble now.
I don't know. This kind of seems like a cry for help from Chris here. You know, didn't get enough attention out of all the kids, so he's like, oh, I'm going to throw myself in front of a car. The earring didn't do enough.
How's he doing? Well, he wakes up for a few seconds.
The next logical step.
Yeah.
The anesthesia. He'll come around soon.
Where was their grandpa?
Just buzz. Thanks.
Plus, whenever somebody suffers a head injury, sometimes they can have a personality change and become really funny, you know, like Roseanne.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So maybe this kid will get unfunny now that he's had the head injury.
How'd you know?
I went back to the house to say goodbye to Mary, and Pete was there. He told me. How is he?
He's got a simple fracture of the right leg, a slight concussion, and some cuts and bruises.
But he's gonna be okay.
I'm glad you're here.
Break a leg, Junior.
And I'm going to ignore that. I'm glad you're here. I really want to leave. That's what she was going to say.
Bye.
Hey, pal.
And I'm going to ignore that when he went back to the house to say goodbye to Mary thing.
Grandpa.
Yeah, really, right? What do you mean say goodbye to Mary?
You or Hugo.
Yeah? Well, I'm here.
Did you come back?
I don't know. Are these two going to listen to me?
Not now, but I'm gonna be.
That's good.
Hi, Chris. What's that?
That's my bone. That's my bone, sweetie. It's protruding out of my arm.
You take good care of him.
Where are you going, Grandpa?
You remember on the way over I told you I had to go away for a while?
How come?
I don't know. Ask your bitch of a sister and your cunt of a brother.
Yeah.
Me. Take care of yourselves and look after each other.
Where is he? Where's Grandpa?
We told him to get lost. We told him to take a hike.
We just couldn't justify his salary in the current fiscal climate. Nothing we could do.
I wanted to know where you were.
Well, you just have to tell him.
We don't want to.
We want you to come back.
Really? I'm going to be real hard ass.
A vote.
4-1.
1.
Leon.
All right. Well, I'm going to have that dog put down, so that won't be a problem anymore.
Probably should close the loophole that allows dogs to vote, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my first order of business. That's Grandpa.
Not with me.
Isn't there some way it could work?
One way. I'm the captain of the ship. When I give the order.
Wow, he gave him the I am the captain now thing.
Yeah.
Or we picked you up.
Yeah. Years before the meme.
Pretty good.
It's not how I feel. I was just angry.
Me too. I didn't mean to take...
We'll put that Captain Phillips meme in there real quick.
Yeah,
Just
we'll
smash
insert
it
that.
in.
Insert that.
The world is full of bums.
Keep that ready.
If we could do that, even if we didn't need anybody, I'm not ready to run things. We want
Clearly.
to be our grandpa.
Our real Grandpa.
Yeah, I see myself more as a gang member than a gang leader.
I just hope you'll be reasonable.
If you have any doubt about that, I've got a hole in my ear.
I don't know how big the gang is that child has joined, but he seems like he's at least third in command.
Right.
Well, he might not be an issue anymore, him being Grandpa, because, he did let a kid get hit by a car. Oh, hilarious!
Can we get the dog out of the hospital, please? Hey, have you guys noticed that people are like way more comfortable bringing their dogs anywhere nowadays?
Yeah.
I saw a person with a dog, just a regular dog, not a service dog. A regular dog just walking around in Walmart. In the grocery store, I've seen it. People just walking around with dogs.
I mean, that probably shouldn't be.
Society is over.
So a big dog or a small dog?
I've seen both. I've seen people with multiple dogs walking around in certain stores.
I saw a lady with a dog in a backpack. She was wearing it in her backpack the other day.
Right.
Backpack, that's a self-defense thing.
She walked
Someone tries to bug you throw the dog at him.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
She walked by another lady, and that lady was walking a dog, you know, and the dog that was being walked on the leash suddenly realized there was a dog in a backpack.
So weird.
And then they started like barking and going at each other, and it kind of threw the lady off a bit. She almost fell. The one who was wearing the dog, you know.
That bright one over there.
Well, think of what a shock it would be for the dog on the leash. It's like a dog in a backpack. What the fuck is this? I've never seen anything like this before.
Poor invalid dog.
What about astronomy?
Hey, I know I'm a Pisces.
That's astrology.
Don't bother me with details.
Well, there's also a Pisces up in there too, so it's also kind of astronomy.
Did you ever wish upon a star?
No. But I spent a lot of nights at sea using those babies to figure out where I was and where I was going.
No, we probably just have compasses and
You never end up here.
That's for
things like that now.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't rely on star navigation in like 1975.
He wants to go inside. So do I.
What? I thought we were camping out tonight.
I can't get comfortable with my cast. It is kind of hard.
Yeah, my reception stinks.
When I was homeless, I used to sleep out all the time.
Yeah, 'cause you had to.
Hey.
That's true.
It's not such a bad life. We got the sun in the morning, the moon at night, traveling.
Yeah, everybody has that, but also a house.
Walls.
It sounds like there's no downsides to being homeless at all, guys.
Homeless.
Yeah.
Oh, you get to see the sun in the morning. Yeah, that's something that the house are not afforded.
Come on.
So.
They have these things called windows.
It's going to end with credits, and then there's going to be a thing saying Joe died a week later.
Of cirrhosis of the liver.
Somebody with a crutch. Hey, that's too much violence. Grandpa, come on.
I wonder if they were trying to set this up to be a sitcom.
Do you think it'll be like American Graffiti, where they tell us what happens to each character in a freeze frame?
Well, there it
guess
goes.
not.
There it goes.
All right.
Joe.
Let's get back to where we analyze these events.
Yeah.
Monday night, you better clean up your act, cause Alf's writing dirty letters on an all-new Alf.
Oh, that wacky Alf!
Disappointing double date on an all-new Hogan family. Monday night.
I'm Tom Brady.
Oh, the Hogan family.
Hulk Hogan family.
The Hulk Hogan family.
What was it? There was the woman, it was Valerie's family, and then the lead wasn't working out, so they killed her off. Their mom
They gave a
died.
new one. I remember that.
And then the sister of the dad had to come in and help. And
Yeah.
then they changed it to the Hogan family. So the season 2 started with them coming home from the funeral from their mom in a sitcom.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to piggyback off something that one of you gentlemen was just saying, and didn't that seem like it was set up to be a pilot for a series? I don't normally like to give away things that are going to happen next week, but next week we'll be watching 3 episodes of the show called A Family for Joe, the sitcom that was picked up as a direct result of this movie.
Is it still Robert Mitchum?
The only surviving cast member is Robert Mitchum. Everybody else is replaced.
Got rid of all the kids.
All the kids are gone.
Robert Mitchum and went, this guy's got some comedy chops. We should put him in a sitcom.
Are you serious or are you joking?
No, this is what we have to look forward for next week. When Good Improv watches A Family for Joe, the series.
Oh, God.
That's amazing.
Ah.
Wow.
Funny that they got rid of everybody.
Everybody but Mitchum.
Everybody but Mitchum. We needed that Mitchum magic, that Mitchum touch to
That
make
was
this
what was
really
holding
funny.
the film together.
Is it gonna be?
I
Do you
can
think
see
it's
it.
gonna be like a family drama comedy in this same vein, or do you think it's gonna be like Uncle Buck the movie, but then Uncle Buck the sitcom, where they just really just completely sitcommed it, like laugh track and everything?
There was
I
an Uncle
happened-
Buck sitcom?
There was. It was Kevin Meaney played Uncle Buck. John Candy didn't do the sitcom.
I happen to know that the Family for Joe series is 100% laugh track sitcom.
Oh my god!
Amazing.
So we get to compare and contrast the two
Yes, we
styles.
certainly do. Next week we'll be enjoying that. And we hope
All
that
right,
you'll
well.
be enjoying it along with us.
So tune in next week, everybody.
That's incredible. Well done on that. And thanks for being with us.
Yeah.
Kill the camera.
Good night, everybody.
Done.
Hear him say that. He's a media